Hello everyone, I'm Nancy O'Neill and thanks so much for joining us on Suncoast FYI. This week we're displaying artwork from Tim Rogerson. Tim is one of only 25 artists in the world who can legally create Disney art. You can find more of Tim's work at Made by Gallery, located on the campus of Ringling College of Art and Design. Now today on Suncoast FYI, we'll be speaking with Mark Weston and Gail Hartvigsen, who are here to talk about their newly developed hair replication process. Lieutenant Charles Caniff with the National Alliance on Mental Illness of Sarasota County and J. Dubs Brewing Company charity event, curator Ryan Larinaga will be here with us on Suncoast FYI coming up next. Hello, and thank you so much for being with us on this week's Suncoast FYI. We have a lot of interesting guests today, and we're going to begin with Mark Weston and Gail Hartvigsen and their company, and they're going to tell us about their recently patented a needle that replicates hair follicles. It's a tattoo, but the results look like real hair. And Mark and Gail are with us today to talk about the Weston system. So good morning.
Good morning.
That's great. Now you've been an artist all of your life. Have you been involved with doing tattooing all of your life? And
Pretty
this kind of
much
just
since
came
I was
about?
16, 17 when I was in the service is where I was
Where you started?
Hong Kong,
Okay.
where I got my tattoos. And
Okay.
he taught me.
Which was the place, right,
Pinkies.
to get
Yeah,
tattoos
that was
back then?
everybody in the Navy was headed for Hong Kong to get tattoos there.
Okay, so now you've developed a new system. It's scalp pigmentation that you've brought to the United States. Can you tell us what that process is?
Basically what I did was to look at a person that was balding, what was missing. Hair follicles.
Right.
So I seen some people had sent some pictures of a solid scalp that they had just colored the whole thing. Had a customer bring that into me to ask me if I could do the same thing. Found that I didn't really like what I was seeing.
It didn't look natural. It doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, there were a lot of
real.
people. It started in overseas someplace, and someone had emailed a picture of the scalp. I said, boy, this looks like a really good idea. And Mark looked at it, and it was just like solid filled.
Yeah.
And that's when he started playing around and trying to invent different needles, and it was just kind of a process of elimination.
To do it, so that a good idea, but it needed a different.
Yeah, and I did
venue.
a couple of them with the same equipment and pigments that everybody's using today to do it, but realized very quickly that that was not what was going to work. It didn't look natural. It looked horrible, actually.
Okay, so you actually developed the needles
Yes.
and the tools yourself, and that's why this is your own patented system.
Right.
Okay. And I understand you've performed how many procedures already?
Coming up close to 3,000.
Oh my gosh. All here in Sarasota area? Not to.
No, we started in Inglewood, and we've kind of bounced through around South Florida, but we've been in Inglewood, we've been in Fort Lauderdale, we've been in Key West.
Okay, so tell us about why you implemented this educational center.
Mostly because of all the people that were trying to jump on the bandwagon and do this for people with all the wrong equipment, all the wrong needle, all the wrong pigments.
Okay.
They're just trashing what could have been a really good idea by putting out things that don't look too good.
Okay.
You know?
And Gail, you're the director of the center. So what is your major responsibilities in this?
More like business manager, talking to a lot of the customers, taking care of the advertising and the websites and Facebook, all the social media,
Okay.
that type of thing.
And giving them a real view of what you actually do, because I did go on your website, and I was really impressed about, the before and the afters, and, how you really take time to explain to your clients what you're going to be actually
Yeah, well, we set
doing
the
with
site
them.
up as an educational website and not a sales website. There's not a lot, there's no call now, operator standing, none of that. It's
Yeah.
just strictly educational. So when the people get done looking at the website, their minds are pretty well made up that they'll be coming to us for their procedure.
And you're expanding your centers now, or are you branching out?
We're going to be rolling out with a new name under my name personally, M. Weston, non-surgical hair restoration. Basically, we're training. We were training for anybody that wanted to just go out and do it on their own, and we've kind of backed away from that idea, and we're just doing licensing opportunities. So the people
Okay.
that come to me to learn,
Yeah.
if they're not having me do it,
Right.
they can learn how to do it,
They've
buy
trained and
buy
certified.
a store, and start doing it.
Franchising, okay. So it's, on your website, it said 1 appointment, 1 session, 1 time. It seems like an awful lot of work to accomplish in that. I mean, is it an all-day process then? Are they with you for the day?
I
or?
generally, if I'm doing somebody that would be considered a Norwood 5 or 6, that takes me about 4 hours to do. This past week I had an alopecia person, which it was a full 2 days,
Okay.
about
So
6 hours per day.
So it depends
working
on the person, and
Right,
you
right.
determine that. Okay, so there's no blades, no shaving, you blend their natural hair colors, so you make them look really natural, which is obviously everybody's goal. I mean, if they're going to
Right.
go through this, they want to get the best results.
Right.
So where can our viewers go to find out more about you and get in touch with you?
artistryconcepts.com is
Okay.
our site at the moment, which the new rollout will still be utilizing the same name, so
Same
none
name.
of that's really going to change, at least same domain name.
Okay, and a phone number, Gail, that they can reach you at?
941-217-5103.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. I think you're doing the community a great service.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
After the break, we'll speak with a Sarasota nonprofit that helps people with mental illness. We'll talk to Wendy B. Abrahamson and Lieutenant Charles Cundiff with the National Alliance on Mental Illness in Sarasota County. So please stay with us.